Hey guys, welcome back. This is Brian, and welcome to WTF, which is working to finish things. So, um, do you remember this guy here, the 32 Ford? Yeah, that deadline came and went, and we've been plugging away on it here and there. And it's in a nice little tray, fits inside a drawer. Drawers get closed, things get forgotten. Um, time passes like sands through the hourglass. These are all the pieces we have left to add to this little guy right here in this jar. Most everything else we've got taken care of. We have the engine all wired up. That looks so cool. It looks really, really good. We got our engine installed. We have the drivetrain all hooked up. We even have carburetor linkage. That's the first time I've ever done carburetor linkage. We've been talking to our friend Chuck over at Chuck's Hobby Spot, and he gave us some pointers on how to do the linkage setup. I apologize. They can't, for some reason, the blue wiring on camera is just electric. Kapow! Nice little orange oil filter there for visual interest. And then we have a 2K clear on the fenders and the running boards. And then the fuel tank in the back here, and it's very, very dusty because it has been sitting around while other things have been going on. So plastic dust has been thrown everywhere. On the underside, we have a German gray, and then we have our radius rods. I I'm sorry, I have to defer to wiser persons than I when it comes to suspension terminology, but I believe these are the radius rods. I'm not 100% sure. If I am wrong, please let me know down below in the comments so I can expand my vocabulary. Got the exhaust run. We've got the brake master cylinder all done up. We've got our coilover shocks done up and in place. We have our rotors and everything painted. Let's see here. So we did have to do a little modification of this cross member because apparently when we glued it in place, we slid it a little too far forward. I remember that being a bit on the wonky side. We had to go a little bit too far forward. I did have to file away some of the bit there, so I'm going to go back with some paint and touch that up. Front suspension went in pretty well for the complicated nature that it looks as like it should be. It really isn't. So it went together pretty well. There is no real detent or anything for where this is supposed to attach to the frame. It's just sort of, hey, wherever it goes, and then you just glue it in place. So okay, cool. Everything's looking really, really good for the chassis and all this stuff here. So that is, I was going gangbusters on this trying to get her done, and she's looking okay. This is really ugly looking right through here because some clear had gotten down inside those little holes for the radiator core support, and kind of plugged up gummed up the works a little bit. So we were working on those to get those to open up a little bit so we can get these itty bitty little tabs in there and help everything line up. So here's our radiator sub-assembly, and we went over this is a flat black. We just went over it with some gray panel liner to give it a little bit of depth type of deal. This hole here in the center is for the support rod that goes from the cowling to, well, right there, to keep everything at the proper distance. And then of course that's the radiator inlet, and then here's the radiator outlet. Yeah, okay, I think that's how it's right. Yeah, this is the radiator inlet, that's the radiator outlet. So and then we did a wash on the grill. It looks pretty good. This looks really good, this 2K clear. We did do a polish out on this, and the radiator surround looks good. The rest of the car, meh, not so great. We had a major issue. We've done 2 coats of clear on here, and then I had some nibs, so I went and I sanded them out, and then I think I used the wrong type of sandpaper or whatever because I had some deep scratches in there. So I thought, well, I'll polish it out, and then that didn't go to plan. So we went over the whole thing with some 4000 grit just to scuff it all up again, and we're fixing to get ready to do a 3rd layer of clear on here. Our good friend John has been coaching us on how to polish out the paint and has supplied us with some nice sanding films and stuff to help us out, because the stuff we had apparently was just too aggressive, and we weren't able to polish anything out. We could get a nice beautiful lustrous shine over the whole thing, but you still saw spider webbing and stuff in there. And I'm like, you know what, I really don't want this to just be uh, a kit where it's like, fine, it's good, let's just move on with life thing. I want this to be something I put on a table and guys are like, damn son, type of thing. So this I want this to be my showstopper, which is why I took the pains to open the back end and put a little bit of a trunk piece in there, which brings me to my next issue. So somehow, do you, do you see this? Huh? Oh my. I don't think when I did this, I don't think I had any coffee in my system at all, because yikes. I'm going to remove all of this and then make it with an actual freaking carpenter square, or actually I should say a machinist square, an actual square, and make sure that everything on there is, I don't know, square. So yikes. This has been giving me problems with fitment when I put this on the actual chassis bit. I was having a devil of a time getting everything to fit up. I even removed the little locator pins that are on here because I thought maybe they're holding things up. And then I realized, no, it's actually the trunk insert. See how that gappage going on there? I can get it to kind of go away on this side by giving a light squeeze. But on this side, that's a lot of gappage going through there. I'm not really digging that. I'm trying to do a good job with this. I don't want to have that kind of gappage. So it turns out that this whole piece back here is kind of gumming up the work. So I'm going to try removing this and then placing it back on here again, and then see if that gappage goes away. And if that does go away, then I'm like, okay, cool, I'm on the right track. If it doesn't go away, well, I have bigger issues to solve. So it is what it is. So we're really trying to get this guy done. After doing all this work and everything like that, I remember I was having a problem. I was really concerned about the hoop that's supposed to go through here to hold the headlights. This piece right down here. I was really concerned that these were spread a little too far. Turns out this is probably going to fit just fine. So I was taking a break to try and sort this whole issue out. Turns out I think we're going to be okay. So, but this causing me to slow down has caused me to take a better, closer look at how we built this on camera, how we built this bit here, and that is the new current issue that we're going to try addressing. So we're going to remove all this and then rebuild it, and we have the technology. We'll come back better, we'll come back stronger. It won't cost $6 million. It'll just take 6 million hours. So right now, I mean, that's a stunning color combination right there, man. Good job, Mr. B. I picked that out myself. So yeah, so there we go. That's the progress of the 32. 2 steps forward, a step and a half backwards. And you all know how it goes. So there we are. All right, boys, we're going to go ahead and sign off for now, and we'll get on to other things, and then cut that thing apart later on. So we'll give you updates as that goes. All right, y'all, take it easy, and we'll see you later. Bye.